This is a story of how those most affected by climate change learn to adapt most effectively by a local radio staff empowered with information.
This is Salvation Army radio station on 90.
Ida Mwambo is a tomato farmer in Cameroon. She was lucky if she got 2 harvests a year due to limited rainfall caused by climate change. Then she heard a radio program on her community station about a simple way to harvest rainwater. Now, Ada is able to raise and sell tomatoes year-round. She says, "I make more money because off-season tomatoes are more expensive." Ida, by harvesting rainwater and listening to her radio, has found a way to adapt to the effects of climate change and still make a living at what she knows best, tomato farming. Ida is like most Africans. 8 out of 10 get most of their news and information from radio. While climate change is global, most of the solutions are local and begin with knowledge, best transmitted in Africa by community radio stations that speak in local languages and reaches those most affected by climate, farmers in rural areas that are hardest to reach. Here's how the radio station that Ida listens to was able to give her this information that increased her income.
Rain has just begun in Mengi and the division as a whole. Farmers are busy arranging their containers to collect rainwater.
Thompson Ovambe, a reporter at Bonakanda Community Radio in Cameroon, attended a workshop organized by Developing Radio Partners, where journalists and station managers learned from scientists and farmers about the causes of climate change and how to adapt their farming practices.
This kind of workshop are very important because, these media people, sometimes they don't even understand what about the climate change issue, while they are the ones who have to give information to the community.
My name is Marcio Brito and I work at the Cape Verdean Educational Radio. I believe that DRP's workshop is a really important opportunity for us to develop our skills in terms of climate change knowledge acquisition in order to better explain our listeners what's going on and what they can do in order to mitigate and to be resilient to such effects.
We give the reporters a digital recorder with a microphone and a laptop computer, so they have the tools to produce. Thompson and the other journalists took their equipment to a polluted stream to practice their skills and produce a story. We followed this with weekly bulletins that are written in-country on a timely topic, with a problem statement on one side and solutions and production tips on the other. In this case, Thompson learned about water storage from one of our bulletins.
Then he harvests it into the drum.
Maybin Katungulu, a producer in Zambia at station Yatsani FM, uses the bulletins each week.
Guide us, give us insights or topics, ideas. For instance, just recently we had a topic on the issue of safe and clean water.
In Zambia, DRP is working with the National Meteorological Department to help get accurate, timely, and easy-to-understand weather information to farmers. In this partnership, weather experts at the National Center for Atmospheric Research are installing weather stations at community-based radio stations. We provide funds for community activity, which may include tree planting, building a better stove, or demonstrating the use of organic fertilizer.
From animals, komokakunga from cows, ihene.
An in-country trainer visits stations mentoring and building skills. As a result of this grassroots approach, the station staff has a sense of ownership of the project and takes initiatives to expand their programming.
DRP training is a training that brings the little thing that I did not notice into focus.
So this has really been valuable. Not only that, it has helped us to actually reach out to more partners, to network, and to get more
Case in point, a youth group launches its own program.
Let's talk for change.
Our goal is to create green stations that are regarded as the source for environmental information.
Green Line.
Man and climate change.
Here are some examples of the impact of the programming in communities.
Take it cool.
In Rwanda, the changing climate has meant more mosquitoes and malaria in places it was never found before. The radio station in rural Rwanda pointed this out in a program, and the Rwandan government took notice and began distributing free mosquito nets, saving lives.
Welcome to the Environment and Climate Change Focus, a program that educates and informs you on matters of the environment and climate change.
In Zambia, the power of radio brought a cholera epidemic under control. It also led to legislation that banned the indiscriminate cutting of trees and helped get accurate weather information to farmers. Makushi Community Radio, also in Zambia, held a DRP-funded community activity at a school in a heavily deforested area. As a result, about 200 people planted 700 eucalyptus and pine trees on the deforested land. The activity was broadcast live on Makushi Radio. In Rwanda, Radio Solace produced a program about medicinal plants and how they are threatened. As a result, a teacher, along with 8 students, initiated a project to protect medicinal plants and created a garden. In Cameroon, Libya Lim Community Radio produced a program on an African swine fever epidemic.
This is Ingrid Libya Lim. Our focus today is on African swine fever.
That when you suffer from the problem, please allow the problem to be confined in your own pig farm.
In the listening area that has affected 10 pig farms. The station reports that as a result of the program, government health and livestock officers placed a ban on the transport and killing of pigs.
Educação ambiental.
Aqui o mundo gira à volta da natureza.
Educação.
Sodade FM on Nicolai Island in Cape Verde produced a program on trash strewn in the streets and interviewed citizens concerned about the lack of cover on the trash truck, allowing garbage to blow into yards and crops. Then the municipality began regular trash pickups several times a week. The local government also purchased a trash truck with a metal cover. Station manager Jose Almeida says that the DRP project has helped his station build a stronger relationship in the community by being able to take part in conflict resolution. He says his station is now viewed as a problem solver. So the stature of the radio station is raised with enriched programming. Radio offers solutions to some of the most pressing problems in the world, and developing radio partners help stations in villages, small towns, and even large cities tap their potential. DRP trainers bring skills directly to the stations, teaching young people how to tell stories that engage listeners.
Community radios have a very important role in causing awareness in our communities about climate change, as well as helping these people to adapt to new methods of, say, farming, and to adopt new attitudes to maybe adapt to this climate change.
Ojokera kwanuko